Hi guys, and welcome to NYC. Well, it's not a Saturday night, but a Sunday night.
That's right.
But we have tomorrow off for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so
Nice.
which is great. So it kind of feels like a Saturday night, and we said, you know what, we haven't been out in a while to a cool cocktail bar, just the two of us.
That's right.
So we're gonna go check one out that I've been meaning to take Laura to for a while now. I haven't been there in years and years. It's really close by, and it's really cool, and it's hidden at a spot you might never think, which is Grand Central Terminal, and it's called
The Campbell.
You think Grand Central's all about the hustle and bustle, getting on trains, getting on subways, getting on planes,
trains, and automobiles,
all that stuff, but somewhere hidden inside there's actually a cocktail bar, and it's kind of, I don't say hidden in plain sight, but it's you might not spot it, honestly, unless you kind of know to look for it. It's kind of like a speakeasy, to be honest. I mean, it's labeled, but you would never think to look there in Grand Central. So we're gonna go check it out. It's very close because we just have to take the subway one stop to get there, so it's perfect for a cold winter's night like tonight. And yeah, I'll catch you there.
See you there. Yeah.
I thought it was maybe you enter from here. Beat the overall amazingness of this location. The hand-painted ceilings, the leaded glass window in the back. Just take a look at it. I got the go-to, which is rye, pomegranate, fresh lemon, egg white, and bitters. It's delicious. It also has these cherries on top. But it's delicious pomegranate flavor, creamy and pomegranate, and a healthy amount of rye whiskey too. So really good, really flavorful. I'm just savoring it, sipping it. Pomegranate flavor is so good. For the second drink, I got the Picante Conde. Has mezcal, ancho race, aperol, lemon, cinnamon, and hellfire bitters. It's really good. I thought it was just gonna be a basic kind of like mezcal spicy with lemon, but it's actually not. It ends up being kind of like a little bit smoky in the mezcal, but also the lemon blends in nicely, and it ends up having a nice like kind of aperol was really good. You get that citrusy flavor. So it's being kind of citrusy with a little lemon, and also kind of a little bit of smokiness mixed in there, so it's really nicely balanced. No elements too strong, really easy to drink. Nice blend of both smoky and sweet. Really, really good drink. Both the drinks here tonight have been spot on.
We're back. We walked through Grand Central, and then it was fun trying to find the Campbell.
Yeah.
I didn't really have a clue as to where it was. I was thinking it would be in the food area with all the restaurants.
Yeah, and I kind of forgot exactly where it was, so we had to look a little bit too. You have to take an elevator
Yeah.
up to like the balcony level, which is confusingly labeled B. You think B is basement, so I'm like, oh no, we don't want to go B. That's down, and then it goes up. So went up to balcony and then up the stairs.
Counterintuitive for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and the elevators are really cool. I mean, you feel like you're back in the 20s or something when you're actually in the elevator, right? That was pretty neat.
Like
and there's the dial that tells you on the outside, it tells you exactly where the elevator is. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, like the old school. No digital readouts here, people. It's literally the old school, the arrow at that point, which is cool, honestly. They should do that more often.
Yeah, it was neat. It turns out the Campbell was I want to say it was a railroad tycoon's. I spoke with one of the gals who works there. She said it was his apartment. It was also at one time his office. It was also a area where he would dine. What is it?
Reception
Not dine
hall.
people, but reception hall. And it was also, oddly enough, a jail at one time. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
He would dine people, and then he would lock them up in there. He's like, you know what? I don't have many friends. You're going to eat with me tonight, and now you're going to eat with me for the rest of the week.
You're forced to be my friend for life. So yeah, I was kind of thinking about that as we were sitting there, all the inmates that must have been imprisoned there. And I wonder how many, because it's not really that big of a space, so it must have been a pretty small jail.
I can't imagine that there is. I mean, it's a beautiful space. It says John Campbell, he was a Jazz Age financier, and, it was a private office and reception hall in 1923, but it really feels like you're stepping back in time because it has hand-painted ceilings that are absolutely beautiful. Like it almost feels like a church in some ways, or a library, like with the hand painted ceilings, and then it has this beautiful fireplace, beautiful leaded glass window, and they have like, I don't think it's anything behind it anymore, but they have like lights shining through, so it feels like you're kind of like outside somewhere. I don't know, it just has this really beautiful look to it and feel. That is what it looked like back in the day. It's just cool to imagine having this amount of space as your office in the heart of New York City, in Grand Central Terminal. It feels like a time capsule, and it's literally right in Grand Central. I mean, in some ways, Grand Central in general feels like a time capsule.
It does.
Because it's this kind of very stately design that never really goes out of style. But I would just never imagine that a place like that would be in Grand Central. I mean, there's like the food courts and whatnot. There's the Shake Shack and whatnot downstairs. That's all fine. But like, you wouldn't believe that you would go up these stairs in the elevator and suddenly emerge in this like beautiful space and have these amazing cocktails. So it's really cool. It's there. And honestly, I don't think that many people know about it. Like for all the people that go through Grand Central every day, taking trains in and out of the city, or tourists, it's probably only a small fraction of them that's there. So hopefully, if you at some point are in Grand Central, going through Grand Central, whether you live in New York or visiting, I honestly think it's worth checking out. I mean, just for the shock and awe value of how cool it looks.
So on that note, thanks for joining us, everyone.
Thanks for joining us, as always, and we'll see you next time. Have a good night.
Good night.